In this lesson, we'll learn about Medicare billing. After completing this lesson, you'll be able to identify the correct Medicare billing forms and where to find them, select the primary option for Medicare billing, explain where to bill for Medicare Part D, describe when you can use roster billing, and describe your next step if Medicare denies your claim. To prepare for Medicare billing, you'll need to refer to some key resources. To help you, more information about these forms and how to get them is on the downloadable job aid on Medicare Billing Resources. Medicare's two billing forms are called 837P for electronic claims and CMS 1500 paper form. By law, Medicare requires providers to submit their claims electronically, often sending batch data through an EMR system at your clinic or through a private clearinghouse, which may charge a fee. There are exceptions to this rule that may allow you to use paper billing. If this is a concern for your clinic, you can refer to the downloadable job aid Submitting Medicare Claims to see if your clinic qualifies for an exception. Medicare Part D has its own claim submission process. You can refer back to the downloadable job aid on Medicare Part D billing. This lists the website addresses and the other tips for what we will now review. Medicare Part D billing starts with a private company called TransactRx. TransactRx is a clearinghouse that offers Medicare Part D billing services free of charge. Claims are entered and submitted on their website. You can also use TransactRx to verify patient eligibility for Part D coverage real-time. Typically, only pharmacies bill Medicare for Part D claims for vaccines and medications. However, TransactRx enables local health departments to submit Part D claims the same way a pharmacy does. You can schedule a free demonstration by going to their website. Look for the button especially for public health departments. If your jurisdiction does not have an existing contract with TransactRx, you'll need to inquire with your department's management about contracting guidelines for your county. Medicare roster billing relates to mass immunization clinics only. You can enroll with Medicare as an immunization roster biller if you are a Medicare-enrolled provider offering vaccinations in a large group setting. For example, this could be a mass flu clinic at a community center or retirement home. Some public health clinics find that if you meet the roster criteria, it's a simpler method for billing. What are the criteria? All patients must be enrolled in Medicare. Only influenza and pneumococcal vaccinations are covered by roster billing. And to conform to Medicare rules, roster billing will not cover any other services provided concurrently at your mass vaccination clinic. Roster billing information can be found on the Noridian Medicare website, beginning with a link for forms. Since the enrollment process is lengthy, we won't walk through all the steps now. When you're ready, you can use the downloadable job aid Enrolling as a Roster Biller to help get you started. Now let's walk through the process after receiving your explanation of Medicare benefits, or EOMB, from Medicare. If the EOMB includes the full payment amount expected, you should post the payment by crediting the patient's account, then close the claim. Sometimes Medicare may send a partial payment or no payment. It's your responsibility to reconcile the balance. You'll need to review any payment adjustments Medicare made. If a claim or portion of a claim amount was denied, you should call Medicare Customer Service to reopen the claim and make any corrections needed. You'll receive instructions which may include a redetermination of the claim and a new form called the Medicare Summary Notice. This is the final appeals process for Medicare denied claims. Once you receive a fully paid or reconciled payment for the claim, you can proceed to post the payment to the patient's account and close out the claim. For help in walking through the steps for Medicare claims management process, you should refer to the downloadable job aid Medicare Claims Management Step-by-Step Guide. Now please follow the instructions to take the quiz for this lesson. It'll look familiar. It's the same one you took before viewing the lesson. This time you'll be able to see the correct answers as you respond to demonstrate what you've learned. After you've completed the quiz, you may continue at your own pace to view subsequent lessons at your convenience. The lessons are ordered so you'll build your knowledge of each part of the billing process that relates to your role. When you finish all the lessons, you'll be able to print out a certificate of completion to reward your efforts. Thanks for your attention. Please continue on to the quiz.